This is a piece I wrote for Minnesota Without Poverty. They're an interfaith coalition to end poverty in Minnesota by 2020, and this is called The Math Works. The math works. $6.15 an hour for 8 hours a day. $49.20 a day for 5 days a week, since I can't get overtime. $246 a week before taxes, which shakes out to about $870 a month. $600 a month for rent, $80 a month for bus fare, which leaves about $50 a week for groceries for me and my kid. The math works. But my kid goes to school, right? So $4.26 for pencils, $5.16 for a notebook, $10.75 for a calculator, $24.85 for used clothes, and $29.95 for a backpack. It's $75 before we're out of the store. But I can do this. So I walk to work in the month of September. It's 4 miles, it takes over an hour, but it's okay because the math works. But my kid gets the flu. I really should have gotten her one of those shots, but it was so late by the time I got home and I was so tired. $95 for a doctor's visit so they can tell me it's a virus and there's nothing they can do. I can't miss work, so I pay a neighbor $10 a day to check in on my kid once or twice. That's our whole grocery budget. So I search the store and I find 10 cans of chicken noodle soup on sale for $1 a piece, which has to last us a week. Chicken soup's good for a sick girl anyway, right? And that's good because I need the math to work. But they cut my hours, 35 hours a week now, which is $30 a week out of my check. I swallow my panic. If I am very careful, I can cut $20 a week out of our grocery budget, and maybe I'll just take the bus home from work. But it's getting colder. My coat is torn and my shoes are wearing out, but there's no way to replace them. But the math doesn't care about that. It just works. In December, there's Christmas. I take refuge from the cold one day in a Target and I wander the aisles of shiny toys my kid would love. I check one price tag. $34.95 for a toy? An employee sees me touching it. Can I help you, ma'am? Just looking, I say. I can't buy anything because I can only work the math so hard. In January, they raise my rent. $650 a month now. I carry the notice to the office and it rattles in my hand because I haven't eaten enough, because I'm exhausted. I have worked 7 hours and walked 8 miles and it is 10 degrees outside. I am chilled down to my marrow. I try to be polite. I tell the lady with the nice hairdo and the brand new clothes that I can't pay $50 extra a month. I can't pay any extra a month. She gives me a look that sees my torn coat, my worn out shoes, my shaking hands. She shrugs. There's nothing she can do. Everything's expensive these days. Now, I am not a crazy person, and I am not on any drugs, but I yell and I scream at that woman. I know that things are expensive, but I don't get paid more because things are expensive. And do you understand that I can't live if the math doesn't work? Math is cruel. It comes up short without any kind of apology. And I will spend my life working it, but I want better for my kid. For her, I need people to work. People to pitch in for school supplies, people to lobby for cheaper doctor's appointments, people to push my employer to pay me a fair wage, a living wage. People to invest in my kid while I'm at work so she can spend her life making the world work instead of just the math.